Oh my goodness. Stop focusing on getting more leads and more people. Here's what I want you to do instead. Before you build another funnel, you need to hear this. More visibility is not the answer until you fix this first. Now listen, everybody loves talking about funnels and systems these days. If you have gotten clients and sales already, then I want you to keep listening, because I have a huge shift that has supported my clients and I for over a decade that will double your conversions. But let me love on those who don't have an offer and messaging that's converting really quickly. Okay, let me give them some love. They need it really quick. Everybody's out here screaming about funnels and visibility, but nobody's saying this out loud. If your offer and your message is not converting, then a funnel is not going to save you, boo. It's not going to help you. It's literally just going to help you fail faster and more publicly. You're pouring so much money and time into creating more traffic and adding more systems and the frustration and all that stuff. You need to ask yourself, is this actually working? Because if your conversion rate is low or non-existent right now, then if you do have a small audience, then you are not going to get the results that you need. You don't get the information that you need. We can't scale that. We can't multiply zero. People want to make it sound smart and strategic and polished and look really professional. It has to be powerful. Otherwise, it's a waste of time, talent, and traffic. You need to make sure that it's proven. Now, if your method hasn't actually been tested, real people haven't gone through it, if it hasn't converted, then why are you putting that into a funnel? You need to build proof first, because all you're doing is automating something that doesn't work, and it's going to just amplify the problems, and it's going to allow you, like I said, to fail faster. It's going to just speed it up. Here's what you want to do. If you are those now, we're going to talk to my refining ladies. You need to be refining what actually works, scaling smarter, elevating your sales messaging and strategy to get more people saying yes to it. If your offer is landing, your clients are getting results, and your message does resonate, now we need to get you into gear to refine. That's the sweet spot, baby. That's where I live. That's growth. That's scaling. That's where we optimize what's already working. If something's converting at 20%, then how do we get it to 40%? If something's converting at 40%, how do we stretch it to get to 60%? It's not just about getting more quantity of eyeballs on it. It's more about the action from people who are already looking at it. So let's do the math. If 100 people see your offer and you have 20% of them convert, that's 20 buyers. If we do the work to get the same offer converting at 40%, now we have 40 buyers, okay, out of the same 100 people. If we eventually grow the audience to 200 people and we keep the same 40% conversion rate, well, now that's 80 people, that's 80 clients. But if you only focus on getting more people through ads or organic visibility or traffic or a combination of both, but you never increase the actual conversion rate, like how to get people to buy more, then you're just on a hamster wheel. You're always throwing more time, more energy, more effort, more money to get the same result. That's why I'm always telling my clients that we want to make sure that we're focusing on actually getting more yeses, not just ayes. We do that through refining your messaging. We look at your content, we look at your copy, we look at your assets inside of your funnel. So before you build another funnel or touch anything, we actually need to work on the messaging inside of the thing, making sure that we're positioning your results, making sure that we're talking to the right person. Are we really speaking to the most powerful parts of the work that you do? Are we really speaking to what they actually want to be buying, what they actually care about? And it's time your sales messaging position you to command the clients, the cash, and the community that you desire and you deserve more too. So inside of Money in the Message, my inner circle, where I have spent over a decade building this method, I get to help women who are incredible at what they do, just like you, boo, shift from amateur to authority messaging, where we are able to elevate how you are packaging, presenting, and positioning the amazing expertise and high value services that you offer. I want to help you pitch yourself more powerfully. I want to help you get results like my clients. I want to help you show up for yourself. I want to help you show up for your genius. I want to help you show up for the years of experience and knowledge that you have built and you have gained more purposefully, more profitably, and more powerfully. That's what we do inside of Money in the Message. My love, this is about you showing up for the level of impact that you not only know you're here to make, but the income that you also know you're here to make with it. You have a bigger message, and you deserve for that message to not only create impact, but to create the income that you desire and you deserve for the level of life that you desire and you want for yourself, for your family, and everything in between. You are too good to be an underpaid and underpositioned powerhouse any longer, so I want you to join us inside of Money in the Message. Now, if you're not sure if it's for you, go ahead and grab a strategy session so we can talk through that, boo, plus so much more. This is what we start to go through inside of my strategy session. I want to have one-on-one time with you where we can dive into your offer, your audience. How are you pre-qualifying them? Let's go into where there are positioning and messaging gaps that are affecting your conversions. This is not just about getting more traffic, because then you're going to keep playing a traffic game, which keeps adding money to your bottom, or taking money from your bottom line because you keep putting money into ads and things like that, or organic. So now you're like doing things, playing with the algorithm, all that type of stuff. You need to learn how to get more people saying yes. And once you master that, then guess what? As you add traffic, then both are increasing. So now I not only got, instead of 100 people, I got 200 people because I did increase the number of eyeballs, but I also understand how to increase my conversion rate. So instead of just getting 20% converted, I know how to get 40% converted. So now I got the 200 and I got a 40% conversion. So now I'm a double win. You need to be focusing on that. So before you stress yourself out trying to get more eyeballs on, all you're doing is getting more eyeballs on your stuff to say no. You need to learn how to get more people to say yes. I want you to grab a strategy session with me so that we can start assessing and auditing what you have right now. I'm going to sit down with you personally, one-on-one, and we're going to go through your offer, your audience, how you're articulating what you do, how you're positioning your offer. We're going to see what gaps exist in your current sales messaging. I'm also going to be looking at your content, giving you an audit and like, hey, I would tweak this, I would tweak that. I'm going to make sure you leave with 1 to 3 specific things that you can do to tighten up your sales messaging, your positioning. And then I'm also going to make sure that includes us looking at assets and things inside of your funnel or your automation. It doesn't matter if it's going to be organic or paid. It can be a combination of both. We're going to look at some of those things inside of your visibility, your marketing, and your sales processes, pathways, assets, things that you're doing. So it could be your podcast. It could be elements of your emails. Like, we're just going to look at what it is that you're doing for visibility, for marketing, for sales, so that I can specifically say, okay, so based off these tweak enhancements and advice that I've given you, I would be doing this. This is where I would tweak this. Like here's where I would insert this into the funnel. So before you build another funnel or touch your current funnel, we need to go into refinement. If you don't know my background, I spent years in my corporate career in sales, planning, ops, refinement, and even execution. And my favorite was always the refinement process, training, development. I'm not talking for just 1 or 2 like people here and there. I'm talking for teams of 20 people, teams of 200, teams of 426, doing sales refinement. What that means is going through all of the materials and the things that they needed. So that includes communication and messaging. That includes the presentations. That includes all of these elements that they were using to sell. And I'm talking about territories of $5 million to $26 million that they represented. This is my jam, looking at all of your messaging and your materials that help you sell. If you're wanting to elevate your positioning so that you can sell more powerfully, you can pitch more powerfully, you can close clients not only more like quantity wise, but also quality. I have a video on how the quality of your clients is self-care. You should check that out. We'll link that below this video here. Then I want you to grab this session. You'll see that link below. And we also have a video that will be amazing for you to watch next after you book your session, of course, that talks about how to pre-sell high ticket buyers, how to get them to say yes before your call or whatever your sales method is. If it's a webinar, if it's a sales DM, whatever that is, how to pre-sell them. So go ahead and book your strategy session so you and I can have some one-on-one time together. You're going to see all of the details that you need on that page. And an amazing next video for you to watch would definitely be how to pre-sell clients, because I would love to hear nuggets from you, because we're going to be diving in on this session. This is a real coaching consulting session. We're sharing screen. I'm looking at your content. This is not playing around. I know you might have been on some people's calls that was like, oh yeah, I'm just going to give you one piece of advice, but it's really just like us to just like have you leave really confused and get no value. No, but Kierra, don't do that. I mean, you see that from my free stuff, but why are you questioning this? Go ahead and grab this deal of a year. Go ahead and grab it while it's still available. If you get to the page and it's not there, but I don't have nothing to do with that. I told you to move a little quicker. That's nothing to do with me. If you get there and it's closed, we booked up, it may redirect you somewhere else. So go ahead and grab it while it's still available right now. Make sure you send this video to a biz bestie, a mastermind sister, an accountability buddy who needs to hear it. Okay, before she wastes her time and she puts out something else again. Don't convert like it should. Let me go. Go ahead and share this video with her and make sure that you grab your strategy session. I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye, love.